I'm Amelia Walsh and I'm representing the Australian government. I'm based at the Australian Embassy here in Thailand. And first of all, I just really want to congratulate the Crest School and the Western Australian government for their partnership that they've done today. It's so exciting to see that it's so new and there's so many of you interested in the room right into the back row, so very exciting. My department in the Australian government is kind of like a business matching department. So we help Australian businesses come to Thailand and we help Thai businesses go to Australia. And we also help education institutions partner and we promote student recruitment. So we're very proud that we were able to basically make the match between these two institutions here today. And I'd like to call out Kun Pataran, who's on the camera in the doorway, from my team for making that introduction. So I think you're going to hear a lot from Ange about Australian education qualifications and how much they're internationally recognised. I think something about the, Australian school curriculum. I know you're all interested in how you're going to study and for parents, is it going to be stressful for the students and are they going to be able to get into universities? And Ange is going to tell you a lot about why we think the Australian school curriculum and the Western Australian school curriculum really stands out in that stead. But I think we're looked to from a number of countries for that support, and we've got quite innovative structures and models and modern ways of learning. And I think if you look in this brand new, beautiful, modern building, it says sort of a modern school, and I think that's something that we really take from Australia. It's that continuous improvement about ways to educate students, and not just in science and maths, which we know is so important, but life skills and communication and how to show up and be a great person in the world. On the communication piece, I'm not sure if you saw the beautiful studio just behind this room where kids can practice their comm skills and be on film and be, the next influencer. But also just learning how to communicate will be so important for students in terms of job interviews and showing up in the world. So you're going to hear, as I said, from Ange about the WACE program, but just so that you know, after completion, students will be able to pursue tertiary education both here in Thailand or in Australia, which is really great, having that extra choice. And Australia is one of the world's top study abroad destinations. We have about 800,000 international students every year, and 22,000 of those are from Thailand. So for some of the students in the room, that might be in your future, which is really exciting. So congratulations again to Crest School and Western Australia's Department of Education on this partnership to bring the high school curriculum here to Thailand. It's things like this that help create even stronger bonds between our countries, which is what makes me really excited and gets me out of bed on a Sunday morning to come and see you all. So best wishes to all the students and parents, and good luck with your studies, and I really hope that we'll be able to welcome you as the newest alumni to Australia in future years. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me this morning. Let's get rid of that photo. So my name is Ange. I work with the School Curriculum and Standards Authority, and I'm very excited to be here today. So we are a government curriculum. The School Curriculum and Standards Authority is a statutory authority that looks after the curriculum for students from kindergarten to year 12 in Western Australia and in all schools overseas studying the Western Australian curriculum. So we are responsible to three ministers: the Minister for Early Childhood, the Minister for Education, and the Minister for International Education. And in the international space, we have a team that works with schools and school leaders to understand the requirements and support them with their journey through the Western Australian curriculum implementation in their first couple of years, which hopefully you will be a part of. This is our aim. Down the bottom, I am first and foremost an educator, and everyone in my team is as well. And we are here working for you, the students. So We are responsible for upholding the standards of the curriculum. We have been recognised by the Council of University Presidents of Thailand. Thank you, Kun Padaran, for your assistance with that recognition. So our curriculum studied in Thailand is able to be used for university entry in Thailand and in Australia and around the world. We are responsible for the final examination, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, and the certification for student achievement and equivalence, as I just mentioned. Okay, so this is my hometown, Perth. It's a beautiful... Oh, two, one. Okay. Can they hear me now? Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't need two. So this is my hometown. It's Perth. It's a beautiful city. It's 40 degrees there today, so it's much nicer to be here. It's a 1 hour time difference and it's a 6 hour flight. So very easy to get to Bangkok from my hometown. We're very welcoming of international students. We have a wonderful network of support and fantastic universities as well. So our qualification, the ATAR, is recognised worldwide. While we love for you to come to Western Australia and we love for you to come to anywhere in Australia, that may not be the path that you choose. You can use this degree to get into universities in the United States, in the UK, in Germany is very popular with some of our students in Malaysia. So it is very much a global education. So we have been working with schools in the international education space for almost 38 years. Our longest partner is in Malaysia, and they've been delivering our program since 1987. We are very much about working with schools, forming relationships with schools and ensuring their success for their students to have the most opportunities throughout their educational journey. So it's very exciting to be here today to recognise a future long-term partner with Crest School. May I ask? Thank you. Yes. So on behalf of the School Curriculum and Standards Authority, congratulations and thank you for becoming our future long-term partner, and we look forward to a prosperous journey for all of your students. And I've got this, so it won't change. Okay, so our curriculum is guided by these principles. We are all lifelong learners. Learning does not stop at the end of the day, or it doesn't stop at the end of school. There are multiple pathways that a student may take to achieve success, and everybody deserves to have the opportunity to find the best pathway for their journey throughout school and also through to university or whatever path they may take when they finish year 12. Students are entitled to experience the breadth and depth of a number of different learning areas in order to find their pathway and to be challenged no matter what their abilities or interests. It's also important for students to have a strong foundation in literacy and numeracy, not only in English, but also in their first or home language as well. And that's really important to me as an English as an additional language or dialect educator, to recognise that we are in Bangkok, we are in Thailand, and having a strong foundation in Thai culture and language is extremely important as well. So this is what sets our curriculum apart from other international curriculum programs. We have the content, for example, mathematics, science, physics or chemistry, or English. But we also have what we call the general capabilities. So these general capabilities are the skills that students need in order to engage with the world and be successful, confident, and positive contributors to society once they finish schooling. So they're 21st century skills. These skills are embedded into the curriculum from kindergarten all the way through to year 12. They're written into the curriculum and they are the responsibility of all teachers. So it's not just my responsibility as the English teacher to look after numeracy. It's about incorporating all of these skills into learning activities and giving students the opportunity to develop these skills in various learning activities across all of the courses that they choose. So we're very much working together to ensure that students are developing critical thinking skills or ethical understanding and expanding their knowledge and horizons in all of the courses that they do. Okay. At the end of year 12, students receive 3 documents, and I will be around later today if you have more questions. I am rushing through this. First document is the WACE, or the Certificate of Education. So this is the diploma. Students receive this if they fulfil all of the requirements for the Certificate of Education. This includes demonstrating literacy and numeracy and completing a number of courses, receiving a certain number of C grades. Second document is the WASA. So we call ourselves SCASA and we love acronyms. So SCASA, WACE, WASA, which is the transcript or Statement of Student Achievement. This is a record of everything that a student has completed in years 11 and 12. So all of their courses, any endorsed programs that the school is approved to offer. For example, we have schools who do language and culture of the country in which they are delivering, and that's something that Crest may choose to offer. And it has their school grades, school marks, and then we've got another column for combined score. The combined score is what we need for university entry. Now, unlike other curriculum programs where the exam is 100%, we are not like that. So we recognise that learning cannot be defined by one day, one exam. Rather, a student's work throughout the year should be, or the mark that they receive for that work should be a good indicator of how they will perform in the examination because they are demonstrating their learning and their understanding. So it's 50% school mark and 50% examination. So for teachers in their first year, it's very important that they understand what they are teaching, which I'm sure they know, how to teach it in the Western Australian curriculum, which they may not be quite sure about, and it may be quite new to you as parents. And that's where we come in. So we work very closely with schools. We work one-on-one with teachers to help them to understand how to teach their subject in the Western Australian context. So they can be confident that their assessments and their student performance is an indicator of what they will, or of how they will perform in that final examination. So it's very much about learning for life, learning for further education, but also for dealing with the world and going out and going to work. Okay, third document, ATAR, Australian Tertiary Admission Rank. So this is our equivalent to A-levels. And it's calculated from your top 4 courses. So if a student has a bad day in one course, it's fine. It's the top 4. We recommend students do 5. So if there's one that doesn't go as planned, it doesn't matter. So the ATAR is one number, and that one number is recognised for university entry, and universities recognise it and compare it to IB, Cambridge, in Thailand, the Thai national curriculum. So it is a ranking of every student who has sat the ATAR in that year. Thank you. My arm gets lazy and it gets further away. It is a ranking of every student who sat the ATAR in that year. So the top student gets 99.95 and all the students are ranked down to 0. So it's not about the individual score for each course. So we've got 71, 65, 62, 54. Okay, not the highest, but the ATAR is 86.95, which is in the top 86th percentile of all students. So this is an excellent ATAR. This would get you into any university in Western Australia. Might not get you into courses like medicine or engineering, but this ATAR would allow entry to a range of courses in Western Australia and worldwide. Okay, quiz time. I'm joking. So these are the 3 documents that a student receives at the end of their studies in Year 12. The diploma, or the WACE, which is a certificate, the WASA, or the transcript, and the ATAR ranking for university entry. Again, university entry worldwide.